What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Disgaea RPG video, and we're going to be reviewing Tyrant Valvatorez. I haven't really used the regular one, so I didn't pronounce his name at all. So anyways, we're going to talk about him, and at the end of the video we're going to go ahead and I'm going to reveal what his tier is on the JB tier list. So he looks like he is a bow user. No, that's spear. It's kind of confusing a little bit because there's those two things there. It looks like a bow from far away. Because I'm actually like on your side, on your screen, maybe not so much, but like on my end, I'm pretty kind of far away from seeing it. So I have to like go like this. Oh yes, it's a spear, and there's pretty decent spears. You probably can find some decent spears in this game, so it's not a big thing. His main passive, obviously, if you looked at it, you say, "Oh wow, he likes to use spears." Well, yeah. Main spear wielding allies increases all stats except speed. This is a pretty common thing where they don't increase speed, obviously for obvious reasons, so it'd be way too overpowered if you could increase the speed. So the sub evil T simulation, it's okay. It's not amazing, but because it's not healing you right away, it's healing you after at the turn. I thought that was like after the wave ends. Okay, that's a little bit better than when I read it before. I read all this stuff beforehand. I thought it was like at the end of the wave. No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good because when the turn ends, you'll have you'll have some decent HP because he's scaling off of his own HP. Even though it's kind of worded not really the same. Like, oh, he's not healed by 80% of his own HP. Would have been probably a little bit better wording, but that's all right. Next, Tyrant, when equipped with a spear, this is quite good. This is actually really strong. This allows him to heal himself, lifesteal basically, and cost down when you can get to this point. That's actually pretty incredible already. I can already tell you that's quite good. This alone, if you guys are looking at this alone is already amazing. 15% might not seem like a lot, but it could be the difference between using one of your higher tier abilities and not using one of your higher tier abilities. And the last one, 40% attack, not too bad, but is it worth it to go all that far down to get this? It's a buff, but not that incredible, I don't think. I mean, remember guys, you have to use quite a bit, and we're gonna go to this section here as well. So his skills are pretty standard. And as you can see here, it only costs 25. With that 15% decrease, it would be quite useful to have that for this low cost ability. And it's an AoE attack, which I love. AoE attacks are better than single target usually, in terms of clearing things and farming and whatnot. And the other one is a medium healing ability. 60 is quite, something you would expect it to be at. For these abilities, you don't need to have any kind of NEs. And the spell's pretty standard, although this Braveheart's pretty decent. Tag buff, not too bad. Also, Mega Braveheart, not too bad at all. Pretty good. You'd have to get some weapon mastery on these though. I don't know about that. Basically, in this game, you have to really stick to some units, so a few units. A lot of games have, like Last Cloudy, for example, would like to have focus on a few units at a time. This is kind of the same thing. So here we go. Here's some stats, and here's Action Gauze 250, which is pretty insane. But the cost of getting this is pretty high. 90 is pretty much, you usually have to wait a while to use that. But if you were able to get this, then the 90 there would be a little bit less. It would be pretty decent. And as you can see here, it's more stats. So not too bad. He gets this skill, which is pretty good, and also it's also AoE. So he has 2 AoEs, which is good in my book. 1 single target, just in case you want to use a single target ability. So what do I think about him? Self-sustaining DPS, but a little selfish, except for the main ability, which is quite good. So he's almost all selfish, but a little bit helpful here and there. But there have been some other units that have been focused, but they also give more stuff. Like for example, the other units that I reviewed, like Fuko, for example, gives a damage bonus, but then she gives other things as well. So he's a little selfish of a DPS, but he's a little helpful, but mostly selfish. But at the same time, he's very self-sustaining, which is nice. I like that. So I'm gonna be giving him. Well, I guess it's kind of cheating because I know what his is as. I'm not gonna base it. I'm gonna give him my score, and I'm gonna tell you what his tier list is. So I'm gonna give him an 8.5. And for those of you who are new to my channel, 8.5 is pretty high, because my standard score is 7 out of 10. So 8.5 is pretty high, and this guy is in the SS tier on the JP side tier list. So now he could be there because there's not a lot of units yet. There is a lot of units though, but just like I'm trying to say, like he might just be there like a filler. Like there's not really anyone else that's better than him in his current role. So yes, he's in the SS tier, just like a Tired Rosalind, the one that I reviewed before. But that could change when there's someone who could be better, like a little bit less selfish, but also self-sustaining, stuff like that. But I think that he's quite good. I'd like to pull him, but I'm good. I've got so many units I'm working right now that I'm good. I'm good right now. I'm pretty good with the just keeping with what I have. So maybe I'll get him from one of the free pulls, but I don't think he'll be in that pool. So anyways, guys, if you're gonna go for him, good luck with that. Good luck trying to get him. Or if you're just gonna save, that's completely fine too. Just work with what you have. That's quite fine already. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like on the video. And if you're new around here, subscribe. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.